Hello and good evening. Welcome to Soul Music. It's Wednesday, 9 p.m. here, and I'm happy to broadcast another issue of my live stream from home. Today I have a special that is called New Toy. I will do this from time to time when I have something new technically available that I would like to show to you or that I would like to experiment with. I'm playing music with it, and the same song that you just listened to will be performed later with this very new toy, and it's called the Wave Ring. Okay, I unboxed this already 2 hours ago because I needed to download the software and everything, and I will just show you a little bit what that tool can do, what I can do with that tool, and since it's very similar to this tool that I'm using quite often, I also would like to give you my first impressions. What is possible with the glove and what is possible with the ring. Both things attached to your hand. What can you do while playing? Before I do this, I would like to announce the next weeks, and it's really exciting because I will stream on the normal Wednesdays from this studio, sometimes with new toys. Sometimes I have special issues where I try to interact with you. I have an app that I would like to introduce in the next weeks. So I do some specials on interaction, and I will also come back to my Vision Lab. Probably those of you who were here in fall and in January and February remember that I had also some global issues coming up here in this live stream. But I will do specials from here, and there will be three very special concerts. And this will be Blue Hour concerts. During the Blue Hour, when the night falls in Freiburg, I will go to Humboldt and have special guests. And the first one of those will be on 19th of May. So this is in 3 weeks from today. I broadcast at the same time at 9 p.m. from Humboldt, and I have two great guests, Rainer Trüby and Quentin Copper. And the next one will be on 16th of June, and then there's another one on 14th of July. So always mid-month, I'll leave my studio here, pack my gear, and go to the beautiful Humboldt that is on the top floor of a beautiful old building here in the city of Freiburg. And there's a magic view. And last week I went with the camera team to the hall to see how we could position cameras, how we could work with light and colors during that very special Blue Hour. And I can already promise it will be magic. Of course, there will be some really great music. There are new collabs going on. I have never performed with Rainer and Quentin on stage. We are working on a track that we will present. I have also never performed live with the people I'm working in June live stream. So there's a lot of new things going on, but in a surrounding that I know well. The Humboldt has already been hosting some of my streams and some of my concerts. So that's that. I have a concert I announced already last week on 28th of May in Switzerland coming up. And then for those of you probably watching from Norway, I always get comments from Norway, or in the chat some people write to me from Norway. I will play with my great friend Håkon Stene, percussionist. We will play on 4th of September in Fredrikstad at the Kammerfest. So I'm looking forward to all these occasions. And there's a very big thing coming up. I have a commission for a piano concerto. A piano concerto means I'm in front of that huge stage, and there will be an orchestra and a choir behind me, and I will write this music within the next 9 or 10 months because the premiere is in January. So on this Saturday, I will go to Munich because the premiere will be held in Munich, and choose a hall for this premiere in January. Will be exciting for sure. I will have some news about it next week. I can show you some pictures, some photos of the halls that are possible for this premiere. But now, this is now for a little bit more for the tech freaks of you. I mean, I'm a piano player, but I'm a piano player with some technical specialties. You know the Memo Gloves. I use them for many years. This is already the second issue, by the way, of the Memo Gloves. This is the second model. And it's, I must say, much better. Of course, in a few years, when the first model will be culled, and there are not so many gloves on the planet of this first model, and I have a pair still, Of course, it will have some kind of old-timer feeling, but now it's much more comfortable. So the the thing with this glove is you can not only assign directions to change your music. I can go like this, like this, like this, like you would switch your cell phone to any direction. But I can also bend my fingers. And this is pretty new. This tool here, the Wave Ring by Genki. I saw ads for 2 or 3 months now on Instagram, and finally I thought, okay, I need to try this. So the Wave Ring comes in a nice box, and then in a even smaller box here. It's in here, and I went through the very basic installation of it, and in a way it's a little bit the same as the Mimu gloves are, because you have the possibility when you put it on your finger to go directions. You can go up, you can go sideways, you can roll your hand, and then you can do some kind of tick and click here on the ring. The first thing is, what is interesting, it's much lighter than a glove, of course, because you just put it here on the index finger. On the index finger, it's not so easy to mount, but much easier, of course, than a glove, which is a bit complicated. And I think it doesn't really, you don't feel it. It's really light, and you don't have a problem performing or playing. I think no instrument will really be heard from this click. Maybe a horn player maybe will have the problem of touching something. I don't know, but I think it's very light and very comfortable. And now you can assign stuff to it. So let me show that. I did a little preparation. So if I press a chord here, let me see if it's working. Yes, it's working. I see these movements in the little app that comes with it, and I can do the same that I did with the glove. I can assign something to this movement, and here's what I did. I assigned a tremolo. Tremolo is off, and here's the tremolo. And if I go like this, the tremolo becomes faster. Okay, probably I need to be a little more accomplished to it. As I said, I unpacked this around 6:15 my time here, 3 hours ago, and in between I did tons of other things. So I don't have much experience now with this ring. So probably you need to adjust your movements and really know how it behaves. I know that with the gloves, they also have there's some tricks behind, and I play with them for 5 years, so I really know how they behave and I can adapt. But this is pretty nice, I think. Okay, this is quite nice. So for the techies of you out there, it's very easy to program. You get an app with it where you can immediately connect the ring. It comes preloaded, you don't even have to load it. There's an app, you can see your movement, you can choose a movement, it's very clear, the whole graphics are very clear, and then you assign a MIDI channel to it, and you map it to an Ableton parameter. This is just for the tech geeks, but you can see this online, and I found it really, really easy. It's really pleasing. So another thing I did here is I assign, okay, here's still a tremolo. It's a bit hard to return to 0, and now you should not hear this reverb, it should only be here. So I made this huge reverb happen when I turn my hand to the right. And when I put it downwards, I even intensify the effect. Okay, there's a nice little trick that I really liked. Maybe you saw me pressing this knob. This knob is assignable also. You can do other stuff with it, and there are more knobs here. It will be tricky during performance to find the right knob, but the middle knob is easy to find. You can do this during performance. By the way, the Memo Glove has the same thing. Maybe these guys were studying the pros and cons of this tool here, because it's exactly the same. I'm so used to pressing a button here, and it's the same here. Interesting. Okay, so I have this movement, and then there's a great thing. I didn't find the right sound in this short amount of time, but when you click somewhere, maybe you can hear this now. When I switch the effect on, it also gives a signal. So if I go like this, okay, this is not the greatest sound idea, but you can also give a little signal and open a filter, whatever you want to do. So this is my first experience with it. I even had the spontaneous idea to use both in the same time, but it might be confusing. So I will not use the glove for now. I will try to play a premiere version of this piece of mine. This is called Silver Lining, and it's on my album, my Pianook album. It's a composition that I did in Ascoli Piceno in Italy, where I recorded this album. And there's a saying in English, for sure you know this: behind every cloud there's a silver lining. For me, it's a quiet walk. It's a walk through a city with bell towers, like this city of Ascoli Piceno in Italy, where I recorded, had. So I picture myself walking through this city and playing this song, Silver Lining. So be prepared for some ring action. Let me get rid of my glove, because I haven't programmed anything. I just want to show the differences between them. So this is my premiere with the wave ring, with the Genki wave ring. Exciting tool here. I will perform Silver Lining, my composition Silver Lining. Try to insert some magic here, and then that's it. That's my live stream for today. I hope to see you next week, and of course be prepared for the big one in 3 weeks with Rainer Trüby and Quentin Copper on 19th of May at Humboldt-Saal. I'm really looking forward to this. We will of course do some promo before, so probably you will get ideas of what's going to happen. We will show up front a little bit the scenery and the cast, and of course I will also tell you who my guests are in the next live streams and stuff. So follow my channels, give me a thumbs up if you like that, like my format. I love to stream, I must say. Today I was talking to somebody asking me, why did you jump so much on these streaming formats? I really like it. I think there's something to it. It's different than a concert. It's not a concert, definitely, but it has something, because there are other things possible. Sometimes I play videos to you. You can see me very closely. It's another thing than in concert. It's at home. I can experiment with stuff. There's so many things that are also coming up here, and I think I will continue to stream, maybe not that regular, but I think it's a format that I discovered and that I will continue to explore even after the pandemic. And of course, I will also love to play live again. No question about that. But for now, Wednesday evening, my streams, stay with me, and thank you for watching. And now for you, have a good evening and enjoy Silver Lining and my wave ring premiere.